Hello everybody, my name is Scatter. Welcome back to Divine Journey 2. So I've been kicking up the automation a little bit. One thing, I'm making all the compressed infusers from Mekanism. And so I'll make all those, and then GP powder is super important, so I'm getting crushed black quartz and diamond dust as well. Redstone and glowstone are just going to be there. I don't need to autocraft those. And then also, so to make progress for the next kind of machine case here, this is going to be the machine block from Extra Utilities 2. So I need stone burnt and I need atomic alloy. So the stone burnt, this is a situation here where in order to save channels, I'm actually not going to use, I'm not going to store everything. So I have this here making the polished stone, right? Which is what is used to make the stone burnt. But I don't need that polished stone for anything. Its only use is to make the stone burnt. So I'm not putting that in the drawers. I'm just outputting it directly to the resonator, and then the resonator is being pulled into the drawers. So I have that over here, and you can see everything that I am currently automating. Still getting up there on the stone burnt, but that's just the this stuff getting exported a little bit. Well, not slowly, but it has a lot to export, so give that a bit to catch up. But anyway, so the next thing I need is all of the alloys from Mekanism, and I think I have a way to autocraft all of them while using only one channel through the magic of conduits. So I hope this is going to work. I'm pretty sure it will. So each of these three machines are going to make the three different types of conduits, okay? So this one is going to take iron, and it's going to make the redstone. So I can put that there, and you can output... you can input iron ingots, right? Because as a reminder, this is how, where is it there? This is how these are made, right? It's just iron with the redstone in there. And then it's this to that, and then it's this to that. So, first of all, you get your regular input on the front, and then you just get connected up there. So that's fine. So there's one channel, and you're going to input the iron very shortly. Good. Now, because I'm making all of these over here, now I could set up other, other export buses to pull the infusion ingredients in, but I don't have to do that because of the way conduits work, right? So all I really need to do, and I like it to make this more clean, I really should put these on the front, and then I can put the conduits on top, but I don't need to do that, right? So what I can do is have these also, so it's pulling them out of the back to go into the drawers. I'm also going to have them pull out of the front and go straight into the machines over there, and I can do that through the conduit channels. So I'm going to need to replace all of this. Okay, I actually don't need it on this one because this is the carbon. I don't need that, but I have the redstone coming out on the red channel, diamond on the light blue, and obsidian on the purple, so I can just set those always active. Currently, they have nowhere to go, but as soon as I get my input and make sure input for infuse can go on the top here. There we go. And then you can just connect up there and make sure that everything lines up. So the iron is coming straight into this one. So it's going to go redstone first. So that's going to be red. And then you should start coming in there very shortly. There we go. So that's making those. And now that's going to output to the back. It's also going to output to the right. Right, so it's probably going to prioritize the right, and auto eject needs to be on for this. It's going to output to the right, and that's going to make the next one, and that's going to make the next one. But when that backs up, it's going to start outputting to the back, and eventually everything will fill up, and I will have a full stack of everything I need. I think this system makes a lot of sense. I think it's really cool. I'm really proud of myself for thinking it up. It's probably not that special or anything, but it works, and I'm happy with it. So there we get the obsidian, and there we get the diamond, and we only use one channel for this whole production route. So this needs to take input on the right and output on the left and the back and auto eject, and then you can just output on the back. Amazing. Okay, so now all this is going to work as long as I put the stuff into the drawers. I hear a witch. Yeah, I'm going to get the mob farm back up and running pretty soon. Don't worry about that. And there we go. So if I let this run for long enough, and I could put speed upgrades and everything, but I'll hold on. I'll hold off on that because, like, you know, there's going to be a lot of machines here. I'm not going to speed upgrade all of them. If it becomes necessary because a particular thing is taking a long time, we'll patch it up as we see fit. But I don't think it's going to be necessary for all of them. So I'll just leave it for now. We're getting the stone burnt racked up as well. And now, so next, now we're auto-crafting everything we need to make the extra utilities 2 machine blocks, which is really, really, really cool. So before we get into the next stage of the auto-crafting, thank you to Glenn from a few videos ago for pointing out in the comments that there's a meat feeder, which can just take the liquid meat and automatically feed you, which is really good. I was thinking there must have been something like this, but I was expecting it to be a lot later. But no, apparently I just have access to this now. Come on, which one of these is just regular glass? There we go. Make a few of those. Yeah, this is going to be really convenient. I'm still going to keep the bottle around just in case, but this is a bobble. You can just fill it up with up to 128 buckets of liquid meat. Then every time you need to eat, it'll just automatically inject, which is super cool. So there we go. It's working already. You can see it there. So I don't know how much I just put in, but now it has 5,000. And it's a bauble, goes on the head, which is luckily not one that we have used up yet. So that's really good. But to that end, I'm going to turn back on the mob crushing factory. Or the mob slaughter factory, excuse me. So we're not getting, this isn't like the mob farm as it was. We're not going to get like drops from the mods yet. But I do want to build up a nice stash of liquid meat. So this will be running now for a little while. So the next thing to autocraft then, like I said, is the machine block from Extra Utilities 2. And to try this one out, I'm going to try out a different autocrafter to see if it's any better, if it has different features. Because I've used the Mekanism one a lot, and like it works, but maybe this one's better. Maybe it works better. I don't know. So let's have a look and see how it is. Now this one, it should be pretty easy to craft. Like I said, we're auto-crafting everything. It's just this, this, and this. So it's 3 of those, so I probably won't use... Well, should I use channels for it? No, right? I could just put it... If I just put it here, I can have you just auto-output into here when you're backed up, and then get the other stuff from the other machines. Yeah, I think that works. I need to reconfigure some stuff here to get a free side for the resonator, because right now it's totally blocked up. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. So this looks identical right off the bat. And I don't know if it's going to have the limit, you know, the limitation that the Mekanism one has. So maybe this one is just strictly worse. That would be kind of a disappointment. I wonder, it doesn't look like there's any augmentations you can make for it or anything. Oh, wait. Pattern validation, intelligent auto input, 2 slots are designated. Okay, so this is, and then you can fluid craft with it as well. So we need to make the augment. Blank pattern. So we literally just can't do it. So it's just strictly a worse version. All right, well, I kind of wish I hadn't made that, but let me go make another Mekanism one. Okay, well, I already had one on me. However, I also did bring over my super sound muffler from the old base to block the sounds of the mob farm, because that seemed pretty necessary. Okay, so now we're going to output on the right as well as the back, and you are going to want to auto-eject. So this probably isn't backing up over there yet, but that's fine. What did I just see in the corner? Oh, God. Okay, but yeah, let me grab enough of this just to make 1. So 2 of those, 1 of those, and 6 of those. So you are going to look like this. Just like that. There we go. And so I need to go get a pattern so I can do that. But first, so you can input on top, And then you can input on the light gray channel. Light gray channel works. And now everything that's going to need to be used to make those is going to be light gray. So you're going to put stone burnt in here. And then we're going to want to grab some steel casings from the steel casing machine. So where was that? Where was that? Where was that? That was this one, right? Yeah, so you just need to output to the drawers as well as that. So this is a pain once again. I kind of wish I had more foresight here. But I'm just going to run this over. Right, and that's horrible, but it works. So extract on light gray, always active. So now everything should be coming over here to make what we need here, and that's correct, and it is. So let me grab a formula. And there that is. So with stock control on, there's too many steel casings here. So that kind of sucks. But I can just throw them into storage. So that should only ever fill up 2. I can just throw them into my other storage, and as a reminder, they will get used before anything else. And actually, speaking of which, I completely meant to do this at the very beginning of this episode, and I forgot. But there was a misunderstanding by me of how this priority worked, okay? This priority is how much this ME system wants to put items in, okay? So it's the more positive it is, the more it wants to put items in, but the more negative it is, the more it wants to take items out. So I can't really like wrap my head around that and understand it in like an intuitive way, even though it makes sense with the words, you know? I'm sure there's some kind of like system-wide reason it has to be that way, but basically, if I want to take from these drawers last, I want the priority to be really high. And a reminder, can never put into the drawers because I just set that option on the storage bus. So that is now set up all like I want, and because there's a lot of auto crafting going on, there's 0 things in a lot of places here, but that's totally okay. I did turn back on this thing making steel plates just because I didn't have that many steel plates. But, you know, it's fine. I might turn that off. You know, 1 stack is probably fine for now. And, yeah, I removed the old chest here, and I just replaced these with export buses for these infusers. So now I can make steel totally autonomously, and I have this for about 2,000 stacks of steel at all times. Or not 2,000 stacks, 2,000 ingots. So that's really good. I don't have to worry about steel. I did run out of steel, which is what caused me to do that. I didn't realize I was using that much, but I guess you're going to need a lot of steel here, like 26,000 iron. I imagine we're going to burn through that sooner rather than later. But in any case, the next thing I think we have to craft, well, to move up in the machine frame hierarchy, we need this. So a lot of this is relatively easy to autocraft. However, the RF powder is a little bit interesting. So the RF powder takes this thermal conductor rod to craft it. And the thermal conductor rod, it gets 800 uses, but as I showed, you can put mending on it. So we don't have to worry about auto-crafting this, thankfully. We can just put mending on it. But what we do have to worry about is auto-repairing it. And the way that we can do that, I believe, is to make a filter from Ender.io. And with this, we can... Oh, I don't have any conduit binder left. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Come on now. All right. 1 moment. Okay. So there we go. And I'm pretty sure what we can do with this is filter based on durability. Okay. So what that means is we can pull to and from this tank based on the durability of this item. So we can basically only pull items that have a low durability in and only put items that have a high durability out. And I think that's going to do it, which is totally fine. And then we need another machine to craft it. Now, what I could do is use another Mekanism one, but I might as well just keep trying the rest of these out, seeing how they are. I'm going to make an analog crafter from Extra Utilities too. Pros of this machine, I don't believe it uses power, Cons remain to be seen. So let's have a look here. And have it throw it down. So, okay. Sticky, keep at least one item in each slot. I would like to do that, yes. Distribute input items evenly among existing stacks. I would also like to do that. Accessible from all sides. We'll disable all the slots we don't need. Now what? Zombie death. That sounded like an Enderman to me. Zombie villager death. Alright. Anyway, so this seems good. Now, it may be not good. We'll see. Maybe it takes a really long time. I don't know. But, oh, it takes grid power. Okay, fair enough. But that's fine. So, let's just bring over these two things. Now, I don't have any way to get liquid XP renewably currently. Now, that's great because that's just running through the system, but that's fine for right now. So we can put that there and put that there, and these can be disconnected from the rest of the system. So let's go ahead and throw in the advanced filter settings. Okay. Or dictionary up to 25% damaged. So we want to pull out things that are more than 75% damaged. Okay. Right. So pull those out. And then with this, I don't know if there's a side config to this. There is. Pull, push, push, pull. Okay. So good. And then this is going to be insert and extract. Now I assume you can't output from the input, so this can just be always on. I think this is going to work. I don't have a really good way of testing it. I guess I do. I could just find an item that has low durability. I have a lot of shitty bows in here. So if I'm not mistaken, then this should just get pulled out right away. Oh, but it keeps at least one item in each slot. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be an issue, huh? Because then how am I going to keep the other items? Well, I guess that wasn't my problem. Let me do some research here. So this will work with an RF Tools crafter I found. I think the tier 1 is going to be fine. Can handle up to 2 recipes at once, which is fine. We're only going to be using it for 1. But this is going to need to be the machine that I used to do it. So I know there's a quest for the crafters, but I'm not crafting these crazy ones right now because they all build on each other and they need extra, machine blocks and stuff. That's for after we have auto crafting for everything. That's not for right now. So, analog crafter, you get out of here. You're not good. Crafter, RF Tools crafter. So here we go. Now, the recipe. Double click to edit this recipe. Okay. So, can I just put it in from here? If I put RF powder. Yes. Amazing. Okay. Apply the recipe to the crafter. We're making 2 RF powder. Remember the current items. No, that's fine. You don't have to do that. That's fine. So if I have this here, now will it get pulled out with low durability? No, but maybe is that a side config? Speed mode slow. Okay. All items in input slots are consumed. Keep one item. Press apply after changing. Okay. Hang on. There's a diagram here that I can refer to. So I'm just going to do this without fully understanding. So I want all ext apply. Okay. So that should be fine. And then oh man, there's a lot going on here. I guess that part can just be an export bus. And then for this thing, yeah, it is just a two-way ender Ender bus. Self-feed. Self-feed is the thing that I'm missing here. Okay. Okay, I finally grokked what's going on here. So, basically, how this works is, it's going to make one craft of the thing and then pull everything out to the external part, right? Result of crafting operation, all items and import slots are consumed. Okay. I forgot. Okay. So basically, okay, so this is going to get pulled out every time. And by this, I mean the thermal rod. And then it's going to try to pull it out every time, right? And then if it can't get pulled out, because this on the insert is only going to allow items that are, let's say, more than 50% damaged, okay? So now the only items that go in here are going to be those. And then once they're in there, they're going to get pulled out once they're repaired and then put back in here. Right? And then this, so basically, since it's going to try to pull out and then not pull out, we have to turn on self-feed. Okay? That's kind of the key. And then we have to pull out, that doesn't need to be there. This one is going to filter. We're going to only pull out RF powder on the back, and that's going to go into the drawers. Okay, now I think as it is, this works. Okay, so basically I just need to make all the ingredients, which I'm still not doing. Okay, here's the plan for this. Here's the schematic. So I have the sequential fabricator here. This is a perfect use for this. I don't care how many items go into it, because I'm just going to make glass bottles with this. Okay, glass bottles are fine. Now I'm realizing that this does need to move a little bit because the glass bottles are not directly what gets used here. That's okay. But I'll make glass bottles with that because I don't care how many glass, and it's only one ingredient, so there's no worries about it, clogging up or anything. I'm not automating glass right now, but I will be very soon. So that is gonna be. So this is an RF tools machine, so it should be able to input and output on the same. Well, we know it can't because that's what we're doing here, so that's fine. So to make the bronze blend, I'm gonna just make a crusher here. And then I'm going to have a simple alloy smelter, and that is going to get copper and tin in on this channel, and then I can put it back here, I think, the other one here, and that can make the glass bottles, and then the glass bottles I can move over here and I can fill them up. I wonder, I can use this for the glass bottles probably, right? In that case, I can just... Oh, yeah, that's actually going to work way better, I think, because then I can just reuse this for the bottles and the mending. Let me just go make sure that works. Okay, let's see. So they go in there, and they are getting pulled into here, so that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Now, I'm pretty sure with the RF powder, the glass bottles do get used up, so I do need to automate them. I'm not going to be able to, just use the same bottle over and over. So that's fine. And so that's that ingredient done. The RF powder, I'm just going to go ahead and do a very similar thing as I was doing with the other things, and I'm just going to pull it out on another channel and then input it here. So this I will input on white. I'm not using white yet. And then whichever one of these is making the RF powder, this one, you're going to extract on white, as well as what you were currently doing. Okay, this is good. This is good so far. Now, I don't know if there are any worries about this machine clogging up. I really hope not. I'm assuming that there are, though. But why would there be, though? Why would there be? But it seems like there are. Hang on. This is a very simple and ingenious solution. Never would have thought of it on my own. But there we are. This apparently just works. Now I I do need a slot for, so there's 4 ingredients and 1 output, so that should work. But that's not going to actually work, is it? Because then, what if the other items aren't going to get used up? I'm going to, will this work? I don't know. Let's see. We'll see if we need to change it and fix it later, we can. Okay, so we're getting copper and tin in the alloy smelter now. We're going to push that out into the crusher once we start making it. And then the crusher, you're going to have to input on the right there. So that's good. That's going to give us the bronze blend. And then you are going to input, or output rather, on the front. And then that's on the white channel. So then we're getting bronze blend. That's the wrong thing. We're getting bronze blend. We're getting the XP. We're not getting the XP bottles yet. We are getting the RF powder. And now it just needs the thermal rod. So this is pretty much it. This is pretty much all this needs, and I have that on my inventory. So I can just throw that in there. And then as soon as we get our first bit of bronze blend, there we go. Come on. Big moment. The inventory management to this thing is going to prove to be the biggest challenge, I think. I may need to throw a bunch of limited item filters. Now what's going to make it in there first? So that does work. Now this isn't getting pulled out because this needs to go into the drawers. But now that it's in there, this, in theory, this should work. So now, thermal conductor. So it should be able to get pulled and pushed back into itself. Yes, there we go. So the only issue is that it fills up with more GP powder. So I am going to just go grab a limited item filter, and that should fix the problem. So the limited item filter, we're going to throw that in there, and then that should be T-match metadata to 25% damaged. Oh no, how do you use this? Filters items based on their stack size. Okay, but can I say what their stack size is going to be? Clicking an item stack of the right size into the filter slot, or adjusting the filter slot with a mouse wheel. Oh, okay. So basically, put half a stack in there. Never put more than half a stack in there. So hopefully now, if I take this out. Yes. Oh my god, yes. There we go. And it's just going to use it up until... Wow, that's nice, that's nice. And now it's just waiting on the bronze blend. But you should be able to pull out of here. Oh, do you know what? It's actually just putting RF powder into the input. So I need one more filter just to make sure that this won't pull out. Yeah, so I whitelisted here. I need to blacklist it here. Can you do this thing? You can do this thing. Awesome. Okay. So with that, now we should be fully automated RF powder. And the only issue I can see is this: if this input fills up, or if the output fills up, I might not be able to do the thermal conductor rod thing. I don't know. And I may need to put some more limited item filters around for the other stuff, just to make sure it doesn't go crazy. However, yeah, so the reason this is stuck in the output right now is because this can't work, right? So that makes sense. Oh, this needs to be a blacklist. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So now this is fine. And the only other thing this is missing, I need to put you somewhere around here and then push out to the back. I could turn these off just for aesthetic purposes. So now the only thing I'm missing is automating putting XP into here, but I have so much, you know, it'll last a while, I think. I will obviously need to automate it, which I'll just do by making the mob farm a little bit better than it currently is. And then So the only other thing... Or will I need 2 of these, though? You know what? No. I'll tell you what the solution is here, because I don't think I can reuse the tank, because if that fills up with bottles, that's not going to be good. So I will actually just use the XP bottler, which doesn't take power or anything. And we can just throw that. We can throw that on this side here. And then I will make another limited item filter to make sure that the bottles don't fill this up. Right? That makes sense. And then this will just be... Yeah, okay. I'll make the bottles. I suppose I could just make them here. And auto output to back there. Okay. I was gonna do it there, but I realized that makes a smaller amount of sense. You output glass, which, as a reminder, I'm not currently automating, but I will be very soon. Didn't mean to put that one there. Okay. And now output on the back and auto eject. So the glass should start coming in as soon as I have 3. Hopefully this just works the way I intend it to. Set recipe. There we go. And then we're outputting. I need to set the sides here. You take that up on the front. Yes, yes, yes. And then these just need to go straight into the system. And this, I think, is going to need a limited item filter, just like the other one did. Although, like, if I can assume that there's always going to be a full input here, then it doesn't need it. But I know I can't assume that. I would love to be able to, but I know I can't. So the limited item filter, excuse me. I think I set this up wrong. I put the RF powder blacklist on the insert side instead of the extract side. Not sure what I was thinking there, but that should be good. So we're never going to put RF powder into here, but we can self-feed, right? So that should be fine. So RF powder is only going to be pulled out the back. Yeah, and we can whitelist it there. Cool, okay. And now, the only thing we need, and I did go ahead and make the limited item filter. I think I need one more on the bronze. Not sure. Output these on the right. And then limited item filter, and that is going to be half a stack of these. And they should go straight in as soon as I do that. Now they should go straight in. Oh, there we go. Now they should go straight in. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Very good. Like I said, my only worry is the RF powder backing up the insert here. Or the output. I don't know why I said insert, but should be fine, I think. Because if I'm making it, then I'm making it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be... If it backs up, then it's not a problem because I don't have to make anymore. Right? And then the rod should never actually get used if it's at low durability. The only issue is going to be if this XP runs out, which hopefully I will sort out before that becomes a problem. But yeah, that's fully-ish automated RF powder. The only thing I'm missing is more glass, but we will get glass automated. I want to set up an array of Stoneworks factories, which I was kind of stalling on doing until I automate some more stuff. But yeah, the only other thing, so machine frames are coming next, and then that's seared bricks, tin gears, and that's it. We're already making all the other stuff. So yeah, I don't know if I'm probably not just going to do, I don't know how much I want to record of this. I don't know. Is this good? Is this fine? Is this really boring? Or do you want to see me actually do the work of automating? I guess this is like the main kind of gameplay of a mod pack like this. So I shouldn't do too much of it off camera, but yeah, we'll go with that for now. And let's see how many channels we're using now. 16. We're only using half of the channels, as long as I stay smart and like not waste channels. Like I know I could make it a little bit more efficient over there. But yeah, let's continue on with the automation then next time. But for now, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. And I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.